All right, start of a new unit, statistics. You are very familiar with a lot of these statistics. You may not think you are, but you are. Things like the average, mode, median. Those are the kind of things that you're familiar with. You'll see as we go along that I'm sure you've seen many of these. Okay, in fact, mean, another word for mean is average. We use that to calculate your mark. What is your average test mark? Okay, so let's start with this assignment here. It says to arrange the numbers from smallest to greatest. What I would do is I would pause the video here and see if you can do this without looking. See if you can get that right. Okay, after you've checked that, you're okay. Let's do a few of these questions. So it says calculate the average or the mean. Those two words mean the same thing. All right, and how do you calculate the average? You simply add up all the numbers and you divide by how many there are. So for example, in this one, you wouldn't have to rearrange them in any sort of particular order. You would add them all up, okay, and then what I would do is I would press equals with the calculator, and then you would divide by 7 because there are 7 numbers. Okay, just as an aside, make sure when you do this you press equals here because you want to add this up first. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video. I would like you to try all of these and then we'll go through them and see if we did okay. Alright, so there are the answers. Make sure you're aware how to put some of the stuff in the calculator. For example, that negative, that's not the same as subtraction. Okay, you should look for, it's either going to look like this or maybe the button will be plus minus, but you can't use subtract. Okay, so try that. Again, make sure you get used to using your calculator. You want to have the same calculator with you all the time so that everything is the same. Alright, if you have questions about that, please ask. Let's go to the next. Calculate the value of y. Okay. So this has to do with percent. It says calculate the value of y, 65% of 48. So remember that 65% is 65 out of 100. Of means multiply. So you can do this. Okay, so you can go 65 divided by 100 times 48 equals 31.2. So in this case, y equals 31.2. Okay. Next one, we'll do it the same way. 22 divided by 100 times 160. And in this case, y is 35.2. Okay, 97 out of 100 times 150. In this case, y is 145.5. And the last one, 41 out of 100 times 55. So y is 22.55. Okay, next, partitioning the data. In each set of data, arrange the data in ascending order. Ascending means getting bigger. Okay, so if we look at these numbers, we want to go from smallest to greatest. So I'm going to cross them off as I write them down so it's easier for me to see that I've covered each one. Okay, so if I do this, I get that list. And then it says state which values are the middle of the set. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the middle is 32, because you can see that there are 3 going this way and 3 going this way. Okay? Alright, I'm going to pause the video for you to try these next few and then come back and check my answer. Alright, so check that. You'll notice that when there is an even number, there are 2 values in the middle. Okay, because I can't just pick one, because I have to have the same number on either side of the one I've picked. Okay, so if there's even, I'm picking 2 of them to be the middle number. Alright, next, frequency tables. Okay, place the data in a frequency table. Complete the table by recording tally marks and the frequency. Okay, so we've got 4 sizes, small, medium, large, and extra large. And what I want to do is have a tally. A tally is just keeping track of how many there are of each one. So for example, I'm going to cross off medium and say there's one medium. Okay, then I'm going to go along the list and I see there's another medium. So there's another tick. Another medium, another medium, another medium, and then there are 6 mediums. Okay, let's try the same thing for small. Small, there are 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there are 5. Okay, large, 1, 2, 3. Any more? Yeah, there's one more. So there's 4 of those. And XL, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, and look at that. I've noticed that I've missed 2 large. So I'm going to add those to the list. Okay, so that's a frequency table. See if you can do the same thing with these numbers. Okay, there are 5 numbers, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 64. Go ahead and do a tally and then we'll see if you're correct. Alright, so that's pretty simple. One last thing, let's do a quick review of algebra. Alright, we should be okay with this because we've done some questions in the trigonometry unit where we had to use this. So in this case, I can cross multiply. I get x equals 6. Okay. In this one, I'm also going to cross multiply. I'm going to go 27 times 4. That's 108. And then I'm going to multiply 1 times all of this. If I multiply all of that by 1, it doesn't change it. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add these numbers up. That turns out to be 81. And now if I want to get x by itself, I'm going to subtract 81 from both sides. So I get x is 27. Okay. Let's try this one. Again, we're going to cross multiply. I get 54x equals, if I go this way, I get 56 plus 54 plus 52. Okay, so 54x is 162. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 54. And that gives me x is 3. Okay, so I'd like you to do the second set of notes now. So I'll start a new video for that. So I'll pause here and I'll start a new video for this next lesson.